Laughter echoed through the towering glass office building. A group of employees stood around a quiet old janitor as he mopped the marble floor. "Careful, old man," one employee joked. "You'll probably mop this floor until you're 90. Everyone laughed. The janitor simply smiled. But a few seconds later, his smile disappeared. He slowly looked toward the ceiling. Something wasn't right. His name was Walter Brooks. 70 years old. For 15 years, he had cleaned every hallway, every stairwell, every basement, every hidden corner of the building. Most employees didn't even know his name. To them, he was invisible. Walter wasn't just cleaning, he noticed everything. The strange sounds, the tiny cracks, the smell of leaking pipes, the vibrations beneath the floor. Years of working there had taught him something. Building speak. You just have to listen. As Walter pushed his mop bucket toward the service hallway, he suddenly stopped. A faint, deep, metallic groan echoed through the walls. Not once, 3 times. His face became serious. He walked downstairs to the basement. A large support column had a fresh crack running across it. Dust slowly drifted from the concrete. Walter gently placed his hand against the column. He could feel it vibrating. That had never happened before. He immediately hurried upstairs. He found the building manager. "Sir, I think something is seriously wrong with the building." The manager barely looked up from his phone. "You're a janitor. Leave engineering to engineers." The nearby employees laughed again. Walter quietly walked away, but he couldn't ignore it. The groaning sounds became louder. A ceiling light trembled. Tiny pieces of concrete fell near the emergency stairs. Walter knew time was running out. He called the maintenance department. No answer. He called again. Still nothing. Finally, he made a decision. One that could cost him his job. Walter pulled the emergency fire alarm. The entire building erupted with flashing lights and sirens. Thousands of employees looked around in confusion. Some complained. Some rolled their eyes. The old janitor has finally lost it. Security rushed toward Walter. "What have you done? There isn't even any smoke." Walter calmly replied, "Please, just get everyone outside." People slowly evacuated. Many were irritated. Some filmed Walter on their phones. Others laughed while walking toward the exits. The building manager shouted, "You're fired." Walter didn't argue. He simply watched, waiting. Then, a loud crack echoed across the parking lot. Everyone froze. The entire office building shook. Glass windows exploded outward. Concrete began falling from the upper floors. People screamed. Within seconds, part of the building collapsed. A massive cloud of dust covered the street. Silence. Nobody moved. The employees stared in complete shock. If they had stayed inside, hundreds of people would have been trapped. Some wouldn't have survived. Firefighters arrived. Structural engineers inspected the remains. Their conclusion stunned everyone. A hidden support column had failed. The collapse could have happened at any moment. Walter had noticed the warning signs before anyone else. The building manager slowly walked toward Walter. His hands were shaking. I'm sorry. I didn't believe you." Walter smiled gently. "It's all right. The important thing is, everyone made it home." News cameras filled the street. One reporter asked, "How did you know?" Walter looked at the damaged building. "I've cleaned this place every day for 15 years. I know every sound it makes. And today, it sounded afraid." The interview spread across the internet overnight. Millions watched. The man nobody noticed had become a hero. Comments poured in. "We judged him by his uniform. He saved an entire building." paying the closest attention. And sometimes, the person everyone overlooks becomes the reason everyone gets another chance to go home.